Welcome everyone to the Real Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, all.
All right, dude. So, what'd you think of the reality war?
First, first half was good, I have to say, and then the part after the reveal of what happened to Omega, that's when it started to tank.
Hmm.
That's when I
Yeah.
really thought they started good. It's like one of those. Okay, we're really trying to end, but we need to keep adding bits and pieces, and we don't know how to end this. Granted, I think the whole notion of forgetting who Poppy was I thought that was unique.
Yeah.
But that crossing, but then that whole let's cross a different into another universe to reveal that Belinda was from that universe and not this other one was a bit stretching it after a while.
Because you know what I was finding? If you pay attention to her episode, the first episode,
Yeah,
she's not living at home. She's living in a dorm with
Yeah.
all medical students sharing a refrigerator.
yeah,
So that's the original universe, not her
Yeah.
being the mother of Poppy, right? Which is fucked up because now what I'm trying to say is if his individual timeline is connected to hers, and if hers is altered, his is altered, meaning that everything that they've done lining up to
Yeah.
that reality. Now there's two doctors, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
There's two Judies. Because all those little added things, I got to get
Yeah.
home to Poppy, she never said that.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't think so.
She lived at home, but then she didn't live at home. She lived in the dorm, right? So you can't even say, oh, she had Poppy up until she went into space and then reality flickered out of existence,
Yeah.
because that's not true. She never had a child, Poppy, period. And the weird thing was, who was talking to me about? Oh, my son Joe was talking to me about, Poppy appeared in the story in the engine,
Yeah.
right? Well, guess what? When she disappeared from the cot, right? She appeared in story in the engine, just out of order, right?
Bingo.
Okay, and then she disappears again, right?
And that whole zero room thing I thought was unique, but once again, it was a stretch.
Right, she never said Poppy. Charlie, can you come in for a second or no? I want to ask you some questions. Charlie is stick boy, by the way.
Yeah.
Just like a couple of minutes, if you could. Just a couple of minutes. I just want to ask. I know it's late. I apologize. Oh, okay. When I watch the episodes, I really pay attention to detail.
Same
right?
here.
So
Same here.
there is no way she said I got to get home to Poppy.
No, she never did.
So my point is that if reality is altered now, that would mean that he would be, if we were going by Back to the Future rules, he would be erased from existence.
Exactly.
Right? So he would be erased, and then the TARDIS would panic and bring out the Bad Wolf entity out of the energy he just put in the thing and bring her.
What I'm still surprised about is we didn't hear the cloister bell at any particular time.
Yes.
Because I'm thinking we would have been hearing the cloister bell, but
also the TARDIS intervened.
Yes.
And pulled the 13th Doctor, to stop.
Yeah.
The 15, but she didn't. And then all of a sudden the TARDIS pops her back because you failed in your mission, obviously, right? Because the TARDIS doesn't.
I personally think if they had brought Susan back, literally back instead of flashbacks, and had Susan be in Whitaker's position, that may have helped that ending half even more.
Well, here's the thing. We know for a fact that was not the ending to the episode.
Yeah.
It was supposed to end where they're all celebrating his birthday,
Yeah.
And him and Belinda dancing and shaking, and he's singing to her mother and father. Like he said he was going to make them laugh and sing to them. And Ruby's there, and Kate's there, and everybody's there. And it was supposed to go right into season 3, right? Now, it's interesting because when Beep the Meep said, I'm going to get the boss, right? Now, there was one boss. Now, with the Time Hotel, she's like, oh, by the way, they said hello. Who? She didn't say he said hello or she said hello. They said hello. Who? The boss. Meaning that's the same boss as Beep the Meep. But Beep the Meep made it like the boss was evil.
Mm-hmm.
And now Anita is good with the Time Hotel. So, like, is the boss evil or the boss good? Or the boss both?
And like I said, like I mentioned in the IM I said for you, because see, I forget if I thought of this when I'd gone to Starbucks or when I was after I left Starbucks. I forgot which one when I really started realizing this. There was never really a lead up or really spamming of who the new doctor was going to be, because when Whitaker, anybody else was leaving, there was always this, oh, here's the possibilities of new doctors, here are the actors, and finally here's the actor, but there was never any lead up to Shudy's departure,
right?
So you don't know.
He was going to do season 3. That's
he's
bullshit.
going to do season 3.
He was gone home.
2-1. Either Shudy's busy doing what he needs to do, and that's why they got Piper. Or
no. What happened was
like I said, this is just a theory. Or because of everything that's going on with Disney, he's got to do this.
I think what it is that they did not anticipate. They didn't pay attention to the contract that they signed with Disney Plus. Because if you remember, Russell said there's a Christmas special every year, even if there's not a season. Yeah. And he also said there's never going to be a gap year or hiatus. I think that they didn't pay attention to the contract they signed. And basically, Disney now could hold them hostage, meaning that if they don't announce they drop Doctor Who, they can't film Doctor Who. So they either got to get Disney to say yes or Disney to say no. But if Disney doesn't answer them, Disney could probably hold out. Think about this. Disney could probably hold out without giving them an answer for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, because of the contract. What's up, Charlie?
Hey, Joe. What's going on? What's going on, guys?
How are you? Charlie, I have a question for you. Do you think that they screwed up with the Disney Plus contract where, like, you know how Russell is so adamant about a Christmas special and never a gap year? Do you think that they didn't realize that technically the way the contract is set up, that Disney could hold them hostage, meaning that while they don't announce that they're done with Doctor Who, that they can't film Doctor Who?
That's possible. I think they squandered their Disney Plus contract. I think they overspent.
Yeah.
And the war between the land and the sea took away that third series that we would have gotten from.
Yeah. I think he did that because he wanted to have other options where if one thing wasn't successful, the other thing would be.
I get that, but I would have done a one-off thing, not a series.
You could have did a 2-hour movie instead of like a 5. You could have did a 2-hour or an hour and a half like a Sherlock thing, or like a special.
Hour and a half would have been fine, and then you could still,
What's up? What's up, Hayden? What's up, Ray?
Are you three?
Oh, I love that we've done 3 episodes since the cancellation. Let's go, baby!
It's a timey-wimey, Real Whovians timey-wimey, how I was going to do the last Real Whovians Then you and Joe were talking to me about it. Then I
Yeah.
brought it back with Joe, the host. Then now Joe's not
It's a-
the host.
it's-
It's crazy.
Yeah. But it's all right. It's all right, Aiden. We're just doing the reshoots. This is for later on in the year.
Right. We'll do reshoots, right?
No. This is the Snyder cut.
Right.
Not
right.
bad.
No,
Do you know what?
you know-
I finished work, and what do you think I did after I finished work? Obviously, a 28-year-old man.
Drank.
I watched the real Whovians because I stopped this morning. I had to go to work when you had
From the beginning.
it was classic. Anyway, you had what's his face on Louis. Oh, he's a laugh. But I went back and watched the Day of the Living Claras one that you did, where you. You remember
the
that
Night
one?
of the Thousand Claras, or Living Claras, right?
Yeah,
was
and Matt
Louis'
Edwards
first
is going
podcast.
off about John Nathan Turner, and Louis in there with his camera's not working, and we're looking at his forehead. And it was a good episode. It was a good episode.
You know, at the bottom line is we may disagree about Doctor Who, but at some point in time, we all love Doctor Who, or maybe we still do. Some of us may want to cancel, some of us may not. Some of us may be very opinionated, some of us not. But I feel that maybe there was a lot of people that want the Doctor Who canceled, but now that it's done and there's nothing new, everybody is constantly posting about it on Twitter. And now all of a sudden they're like, Shooty really got screwed, and
Yeah.
we wish we had more Shooty, but you wanted Shooty gone.
They're swallowing their pride.
So in other words, they feel like, the Billy Piper thing is worse than Shooty. Right? And then they're like, oh my God, we want Shooty back. And then some of them are like, we loved Jodie. But you hated Jodie.
Well, you had a little laugh, Joel. The media over here are saying everyone's rejoicing that Billy Piper and Jodie Whittaker have returned to Doctor Who, and it's like, really? Yeah, what are you seeing?
I got to tell you, I know when Jodie was first chosen, and I hated it with the announcement. But I really love. It's not her fault. It's not her fault, and I did love her before she started. Remember, it took 450 Real Whovians cast for me to like her, and I actually got to. And let me tell you something.
Were you down?
Everybody sent me clips. They're like, Matrix, here. This is her in a play with Chris Eccleston. This is her in Attack on the Block. Please watch her acting ability. Watch Broadchurch. You're gonna love her. You're gonna love this. And it was only when her thing was leaked, and she's talking like the Doctor, and I'm like, that's the way the Doctor talks, regardless of me not agreeing that Tim Shaw and all that. Like, that's the way right. In K9, I broke K9's neck.
Is that a new Doctor, Scott?
They said to me today, they're like, did you hurt? Could you leave K9 alone? Did you hurt K9 again? And I'm like, no, I did not. No, I did not. I did not hurt K9 again. Okay.
There's Jodie.
Nice.
Yeah. I loved seeing Jodie in it, and I thought that was beautiful. I'm sorry.
It's just gonna be weird with Billy if with the direction of it goes in.
Do you know
They
what?
made the Sea Devils look like that
It's
because they wanted to have a romance with the guy where it would be believable that the Sea Devil was hot, and that that's why they changed the design.
She was smoking. She was.
So they made a OnlyFans type Sea Devil.
No! Oh no!
Come on! Look at the Sea Devil now. That woman,
What
right?
are you looking at on OnlyFans?
Are you kidding? I don't. What?
I don't think that's a sea devil.
She's not a Sea Devil?
I don't believe she's a sea devil.
She's a devil. She's definitely
She's
a
a
devil.
devil.
I think I think she's going to end up being an Atlantean.
Oh, really?
Ooh, that's very
But he said he would never touch Atlantis because of something in Big Finish that a friend of his wrote in, and he would never want to go in.
Do you listen to him, really?
No, I know we can't really because he makes Billy Piper a doctor, and he's going to make a lion creature the Doctor, like Dr. 18 or something.
If you watch the trailer, there are sea devils in the trailer, but she's not one of them.
What if they're just from a different part of the ocean? There's like countries, you know, like people have big skin.
Is this a different universe now?
No, I don't think so. It's just slightly shifted 1 degree.
No, but he shifted it back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what
it's
about
just the slightest bit of difference. Like maybe the borders of an ocean have shifted, so maybe they evolved slightly differently. in a
Maybe.
different part of the ocean. I don't know.
or we got a nice thing. My well, was just I'm saying my earlier. They
Right.
said about a master. Could it be the master in disguise?
Well, Marty said that that he's the master, but he doesn't know he's the master. Like it was like some type of chameleon arch thing, or unit used something on him, so he doesn't know he's the master.
Did someone just say the master of disguise?
Yeah, there you go.
Did someone just say? Hold up, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this up. Wait, this joke's gone really slow. Keep going. Let me crack this joke.
I know I mentioned of OnlyFans, but you see the last one when I was like, when they were talking about, it's hysterical. They were talking about Shooty's bum, like his butt.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to see my butt? No, only the OnlyFans can see that. No, I'm worried about the contract for Disney Plus because I think that they didn't really have their lawyers dot the I's and T's and cross the T's. And I think that technically they're not allowed to film Doctor Who unless Disney says we're done or we're approving. And I think they're trying to get out of it right now because that's why they said with or without Disney. But Disney, they have to make an announcement to them. They have to break it because it will be a violation of contract. You know, I think that's what's going on, honestly. I think, and Russell wants the Christmas special. He said flat out what in 2023 that if Doctor Who was canceled or not, there always still has to be a Christmas special. And in some cases, the Christmas special is the most important thing, even though it's not as important because it's something that families do on Christmas just to get them together to watch Doctor Who. It doesn't have to be the biggest storyline ever, but it's something that has to return with a tradition that he didn't agree with Chibnall's take on it. And now that he's showrunner, he's bringing back the Christmas special. Yeah, supposedly Moffat and Russell T. Davies were supposed to be having this Christmas special.
Didn't they say it was like Claws of the Spider or something?
Yeah, well, originally it was supposed to be Claws of the Spider, where he went into the realm of the gods and he battled them and he won, and they all got supposedly, I believe, don't quote me if this is definite or not, but supposedly at the end of the episode he was supposed to be renewed, like because he was getting doubts after different things, like whatever the original ending was of the, because again that stuff was filmed in February, so there was a completely different ending to the reality war.
Can you see the things I've been trying to share? I'm really trying to get a laugh out of Ray. He's just
what on Discord?
The master of disguise.
No, where are you putting it?
I've shared it. It says it's in like the waiting room where you bring people in.
And
it better not be a picture of Dana Carvey.
What do you mean in the waiting room? Oh, in the private chat you put it?
Yeah, I shared a picture. It's not coming up in the show.
I see it. Dana Carvey turtle. Is that what that is?
Ring him up turtly enough for the Turtle Club.
Is that what that is, or is that a troll?
Yes,
that's you.
No, it's me because Ray said the master of disguise.
I figured.
Yes, that's hysterical.
This Doctor Who episode put me in the waiting room from Kate. Well, look, it really depressed a lot of people.
Yeah.
I watched it again and I enjoyed it even more. I gave it I don't give it a 7.5 or an 8.
You know what the weird thing is? I've been watching this episode like all day long. So like since it came, like constantly watching it. And
you've done the biggest 180. You love it. You are all for Billy 16.
No, I'm not for I'm not for her being the Doctor. I'm for her being okay. So here's the thing.
Like I said, I feel she's an interim.
They've kind of promised people now, like the casual audience.
Eccleston said if she comes back as a Doctor, he will be her companion.
Yeah, they're gonna do it. Do you think Russell's trying to bait him back?
I think he just got a wad of cash, and I wouldn't expect him to be the assistant. I would expect him to be the Ninth Doctor pulled out a time and looking older, and she's Bad Wolf, but her memory's skewed, and she's not the Doctor. And
Yeah, but is this a season or a special or what is it?
I would do a special, Christmas special. The Ninth Doctor and Bad Wolf. I would 100% do that.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Why do we have to have, right? There is no, after Billy Piper regenerating, but there's no rules now with Doctor Who. You could technically do a Christmas special with the 8th Doctor, not even give a shit who the Doctor is, and people will be completely fine with it. Like, nobody would argue, oh, the 8th Doctor's doing a special. People would love that shit. Just like they would love Matt Smith coming back with freaking Karen Gillan off the double.
Well, a lot of people love Tales of the TARDIS, but when all the previous Doctors come out.
Yeah, but I'm not talking limited to a memory TARDIS. I'm talking full-on special.
I know, but you know what I mean? But everyone was getting everyone was loving them, weren't they? And they said, why don't you make them a series?
If you don't think that David Tennant's going to return now that Billy Piper's here, you're crazy. You're crazy if you don't think he's coming back. Mm-hmm. And he lies, just like Moffat lies in Russell.
I think that was the whole plan.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, I don't think that was the plan originally. I think that shooting was all gung-ho about season 3.
Getting David Tennant back.
I always thought that he was coming back eventually. I think Exxon was always coming back. I always said it on the Real Whovians desk. I don't care what they say.
If Mrs. Flood can regenerate, that means David Tennant can regenerate.
Yes.
Because it means if it's like reproducing, essentially, basically what it confirms is that the Time Lords are now their own entities when they bigenerate, which means they are basically like a new person that can regenerate.
So what if there's a theory that every single friggin' Time Lord in existence bigenerated as their next regeneration, which created a friggin' second Gallifrey that the Master destroyed?
I think they're only going to leave it to the Doctor, the Master, and the Rani because they're the three.
No,
what I'm
saying is, you could explain the Joe Martin Doctor, because if every single, here's the thing, just imagine there's 2 Rassilons. There's no effing way, if Rassilon's the Lord President of Gallifrey, is he going to share the throne with himself? They're always going to be into conflict with each other because who's the real one and who's not the real one. So you would have to have another Gallifrey, and then the Master is confused and thinks that's Gallifrey, but it's the bi-generated Gallifrey, and he kills all those people on there.
Here's a question for you. Let's go back to Sunday. The absolute incredible reaction. What would get the opposite reaction from you that RTD could do? What would set you off in the opposite direction, like a fuck, but like a fuck, you know what I mean?
Mm.
If we see an opening sequence of Billy's like hello, but then it's like Romana.
They choose faces. She goes through like a
changes the face immediately to Matt Smith, and then you're like, what the? And then immediately he goes in the dressing room,
rolls through him.
He changes back to his last outfit, and he's like, I gotta save the Ponds. And then immediately, because time has changed, he could go to New York. And then you see all the shit that was all that stuff like behind everything, like Daleks, Davros, New York City, Disney money, fucking buildings, Times Square, Daleks in the streets of Manhattan shooting, weeping angels.
Is this because you want them to film in New York again?
Goddamn right. You are goddamn right. I want to see the Doctor be in like New York City eating a hot dog from like an old school hot dog cart in like the 80s or some shit or whatever.
Would it happen to be the same cart that you would occasionally go to yourself?
There was carts. Okay. In New York
This sounds very biased. This sounds very biased.
There's food carts all over New York.
Listen.
No,
in New York City, there was a hot dog cart on every block.
Read Kate's comment.
Omega certainly used.
You know what? When I was little, my father took me to see Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. And I didn't know as a kid that They really were only in New York for like 3 minutes, or not even 3 minutes. Like they didn't have the money to film in New York, and the whole time they were on the ship, and the whole time whatever. But and then the original trailers for Friday the 13th was he was supposed to kill a hot dog vendor, right?
Oh my God.
But the Hot Dog Vendors of America Association did not want people to get in their head that you could have a machete and kill hot dog vendors. So they rejected that. He was going to kill people in a diner, and then the Restaurant Association of America did not want Jason Voorhees to kill people in diners. He was going to kill people in New York City, and they're like, he can't kill teenagers, he can't kill kids. So they said, fuck it, he ain't killing anybody, really, except for the Crystal Lake people, which made no fucking sense.
It's just so intense.
All right? Right.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
after being a huge fan of Friday the 13th, I'm like, do you imagine how great a Friday the 13th would be if it was actually fully in New York City? And a lot of things like Ghostbusters, right? It's not in New York City except for the fire tower, like them coming around the block. But all right, they went to the library, they went here, but most of it's not in New York City, right?
Where do you live, Joe?
It's not now.
Where's that close to?
It's an island,
Near
and
where?
then we're on an island.
No,
and-
but
and
what's a city that it's close to?
New York City, like Manhattan. So we have to go into the
It's
ferry.
an offshoot.
We have to go on a ferry that takes us into the island of Manhattan. So
Look, I just think maybe you think you live in the greatest city on earth.
I do live in the great city.
No, wait, Aiden, it's not that. He wants to be Doctor Who himself.
Let me tell you something. I loved when I went to see the filming of Angel Take Manhattan, right? Keep in mind, we were not nice people to Stephen Moffat on this cast. Not everybody. Some of you were, but we were. Most of us were really critical and ripping him and getting personal. And now that I think about it, I feel really bad. But when I went into the city, I got the scoop that they were filming. The problem was, I got there 12 hours early, and I got dressed up like an idiot in like all dressed down, everything. I didn't wear sneakers to be comfortable. I wore shoes that were tight. So by the time I'm with Matt Smith going to shake his hand, my feet were purple. Okay, this was like past midnight. I think 12:30 in the morning. And he said, and the security guard, the guy stopped me, the cop, from shaking his hand. And Matt Smith's like, dude, he's like, if you wait till after the filming, I promise you, we're gonna go for drinks here. We're gonna go whatever. We'll sign autographs. We'll talk to everybody. They were only there for a certain time. Don't worry, I trust you. Whatever. I couldn't even. My feet were literally bleeding, and I just when I went home, I called out of work for a week, and I couldn't even walk for a week. My feet were swelled up and everything. That's how I was there from the wee hours in the morning. So I was literally there for 15 hours in New York City in shoes.
You wrote Twists of Hate in that 12-hour wait.
No. But Twist of Fate was recently. But anyway, I did film on my friend's iPad scenes that never happened in Angels Take Manhattan. Scenes where the Doctor and Amy were in a nightclub with a jazz band, and he's talking to her, I guess planning what they're going to do. And again, Moffat was there on the fly writing stuff because he always said he had a problem. He did not know how to end the Ponds. And he was so torn because this is the first time he was the showrunner. And these were his beloved characters. And he did not want to kill them. He was traumatized. He even told him that time, Dan Slott, he was like, he was so messed up. Right. So when he saw me, we were all waiting behind this line. We weren't allowed to cross this thing. And I crossed the line, and the security guards went right to me, and I looked at him, and he looked at me because he was over there, and he's like, and then they let me go. They let me film the cars, the old school cars, the building, the whole shit, and nobody bothered me, and everybody else had to stay behind the line on the opposite side, but I was allowed to go around, and I was so happy and grateful to him because of that. Like, I really thought that was nice. You know,
Yeah, he just wanted a copy of Sorrow of Separation. You scab. Did you give him one?
Sorrow was. I don't even think. No, I didn't even have. First of all, I wasn't even promoting my books with YouTube.
And hold
Back
up. We had a bet last week, and we said
Definitely.
if Shooty didn't regenerate, I was sending you a PlayStation 3. And guess what?
If yeah,
Shooty regenerated.
right.
So
there's no
I have to hold this PS3 back for
That's
a little
right.
bit.
Yeah.
But if we make another, I really want to get rid of it now. It's just sitting there in a box waiting to be shipped.
And you know what? I really want. So to be a gamer, I would be complete because there'll be a
Look
whole
what Kate just
avenue of
put.
trophies. There'll be a whole avenue of trophies that I cannot obtain unless I get a PS3.
Look
And
what Kate
Western
just put.
Australia to New York, it's not that expensive. It's like $130 shipping.
Jesus Christ.
Kate just put when are we going to see Joe's Doctor Who script?
I had wrote a.
Was this the podcast one?
No, I had wrote a couple of treatments, and one of the stories I wrote was Peter Davison and Janet Fielding, and I was gonna write a story that was gonna be very emotional, where they battle the Mara for the final time, right? And while this was going on with the Mara, she was dying of some disease or something. But this would have been controversial because at the time I think Janet Fielding did have some type of ailment or whatever, right? And it's revealed like she was in the hospital and she thought she was going to die, and it was revealed that she was going to make a miraculous recovery because the Mara had made her sick, and it wasn't real. Like the doctors thought it was this and it wasn't. And the doctor revealed to her, like, she was trying to say goodbye to him, and it was like an emotional thing. And he told her basically at the end, no, it was because the Mara that made you believe that you're going to make a complete recovery. But it was going to be like a whole emotional thing, and it was going to be tied at the time to the present doctor bringing in. I think it was. I don't know who was the present doctor at the time, but bringing in the fifth doctor, with Tegan. And it was going to be a big story with the Mara. And I really wanted to have that whole thing of a proper goodbye, with those two, where, the way they originally left was not good because she got tired of seeing death and everything. And I remember as a kid, I was really upset that she was upset with him. And then she did, when she left and he took off, she ran back towards the TARDIS because she regretted it. She didn't want to leave. And I remember feeling like really upset about that as a kid.
Is that why you brought me onto the cast, to have that Australian accent?
No. But I wanted to do. I had that, and I wanted to have the Seventh Doctor meet the Happiness Patrol with Ace, with Candyman again. I kind of wanted a storyline to wrap up definitively that. We find out that the Sixth Doctor did go back for Perry, and it wasn't like he didn't abandon her. Because I always had a problem, like when I was growing up, when stuff was left unfinished, I always had a problem with that, And as I grew up and as I became an adult and as we were doing the cast, whenever there was a situation where there was something that was left that I felt was unfinished, I didn't like it. Like, I did not like that they never saved the ponds. Like, I understand, but because even Peter Capaldi's doctor was trying to find a way to save the ponds. That was the Doctor Mysterio thing. He was trying to fix the TARDIS so that way the TARDIS could travel to New York so it could save the ponds. The first thing he thought about when he became Peter Capaldi's doctor, the 12th Doctor, was the ponds. He remembered the ponds. He loved Amy Pond. He wanted to save the pond. So even with Dr. Mysterio, the gem that the guy swallowed gave him superpowers, that would have fixed the TARDIS to land in New York to save the ponds, regardless. So that's the whole point, is that I didn't like the way that was resolved. I didn't like that Capaldi didn't have a proper goodbye with Clara because, she was filming somewhere else, so she had to do a green screen, but he didn't get to say goodbye to the real Clara. He didn't get to say goodbye to the real Bill and the real Nardo, and he didn't save them. Like, I understand he regenerated, but he didn't, like, the fact that the Doctor never went back to save Nardo and the whole family and the children, that bothered me, because I like things to get wrapped up as a writer, and I don't like loose ends. Like, you could always do like
You're
a
a box
sequel
set
or
man.
something.
You love a complete box set.
I wanted it, like, Moffat never explained stuff, and I always wanted him to explain stuff. And we gave him a hard rap, but technically he would have if Matt Smith would have stayed another year. You know, so I really I like things to be resolved, and
We never got that Craig finale, that third Craig episode.
with the Sea Devils, which would have been
Yeah.
hysterical,
Yeah.
which they still could technically do.
Yeah, but everyone hates James Corden now.
Yeah, I don't know.
All I know is that I feel sorry for the way Ruby's story ended.
Oh, terrible.
Oh, I love Ruby. And you know what the sad part is? Ruby got a Barbie doll. And he
Yeah.
got a Ken doll.
Well, what I heard
And now
about that was that
that's
it's
blowing up in
like-
America, and they're
Yeah.
gone.
What I heard is
What?
that doll was in production like 16 months ago. It just took so long for them to actually get it.
And that's a
scheduled.
beautiful doll.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And it's going to be so popular here, and he's not going to be the Doctor.
Because I guarantee when they commissioned the doll to be produced, it was when
Yeah.
Ruby was still planned to be
Yeah.
the season 2 companion. And they thought that at the end of season 2, the ratings would be through the roof and Ruby would have been the
But he
companion.
fired her. That's the point.
No, but I'm
that's-
saying when they planned it, it was probably
Yeah.
like last January, right? And they thought last January still Ruby was going to be the companion by the end of season 2.
you
So
think-
they probably scheduled it to come out at the height of, because remember the height of New Who popularity was Doomsday 2006.
Yeah.
That's when it started to peak. They would have thought end of series 2, it'll be the Doctor and Ruby will be huge stars, and then we'll drop the Barbie doll line straight after series 2 finishes. And then they fired her. The ratings weren't so great, and now it's just sort of just dropped. And
Well, he hired her back immediately
Yeah, but
because he realized he screwed up, but she already committed to something else. And then, but I got to tell you, I really love Belinda. Like,
yeah,
I don't know what it is, but that whole scene was an amazing scene when they're doing with the cloth, and
Yeah.
she's looking. And I asked Sharon to watch that scene to translate it to me from her perspective as a woman, and the way she explained it to me is that Ruby loved her time with the Doctor, and that was them. Like, the way they danced around, she was a spotlight of the attention as the companion with him, and now he's giving her that attention. Like, he gave her that
He's
look,
jealous.
like he gave Ruby.
yeah.
Not that it's no. Sharon said envious, like she regrets staying behind, and now she missed out on that. And it wasn't a romance like they were in love, even though they did have a kid. But it was a bond that her and the Doctor could never have, Ruby. But it was like envious, like whatever. And then when the kid was vanishing, first of all, there was so many unresolved things. She has powers.
Frozen.
We don't know why. She has powers.
Hmm.
She made it snow. She can
we
see
lost
time.
2 seasons though. Like Shooty was probably going to be here to the end of season 4 originally.
He's so psyched about it. He was so happy
Yeah.
to be
He
there.
was
Yeah.
excited. I feel so sad. The
I
internet
do.
absolutely destroyed him.
They did.
But
he still was going to stay, though.
It was just so sad when he died because it was like the Trolls won. When he
But you know what,
regenerated.
though? Honestly, when the Trolls got Billy Piper, that was Russell saying, fuck off.
Hmm.
And they didn't like it. And then all of a sudden, they're like, we love Shooty. We love Shooty. It was crazy. But here's the thing. Something did change because he was all gone. First of all, that was bullshit that he had 2 seasons and out. Something he was going to film for season 3. They weren't
Does he
renegotiating
say
contract.
he on Graham Norton?
He had the contract. So
Well, Hollywood,
Something-
they probably start filming movies in the summer, which is around June time. So he probably
no.
thought he would have
They
been
would no.
filming-
He was filming in February because he's done with the play January.
No, but isn't
31st.
it's a 9-month shoot usually for a season of Doctor Who.
But that's the plan. He was going to
Yeah.
film in February, right? So something happened with Disney Plus where they halted everything.
They didn't want to renew for a season 3 yet.
And then, but again, we don't know the whole story because from what I told my source, he was getting season 3, but he held out because he wanted season 4, and they
Okay.
said no. So in other words, I don't know if it's true that Russell sabotaged it because he wanted more seasons than they offered. But his whole point was having a female doctor, a new season, a new TARDIS, new sonic screwdriver, season 4. But they weren't having it. They just wanted season 3. And again, all of a sudden, Shooty got canceled from saying his speech that he was in season 3. And then movie opportunities are arising. So yeah, he quit because he can't wait. And again, I'm glad that we finally got to, we all were not allowed to say that Shooty got hired for the Disney animated series Jungle Book. And we were not allowed to say that Shooty's in Dead Men Walking, Glass Onion, or Knives Out 3. Because Shooty Gatwood, that's his big secret movie that he's in.
Oh, is he in that?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I was not allowed to say that for a long time. And I knew it. Just like I mentioned that he got hired for Disney Plus, which that's why I knew that it was bullshit that people were saying that Disney Plus and him are on the outs, because they wouldn't have hired him for an animated 4-month shoot as the voice of whatever he is, Mowgli or whatever, or whatever he is in Jungle Book animated. So you're not going to hire somebody you hate, and you're definitely not going to pay for him and Verada Situ to go to everything in New York City. They paid for their dinners, everything, promoting them in Comic-Con. So that's like, come on now. You know,
he's got the screen presence, the star power to be something big, you know. It's
just for some reason, something went wrong with the contract. And then all of a sudden, and that was the thing, Russell talked to Marty. They had coffee. He flat out wasn't afraid to ask him questions. And like when Marty went to get the job at Bad Wolf, they said, you can't do the Whovians cast if you get the job. He took the job somewhere else, but he was still with the media industry. His company was filming with David Tennant and all kinds of shit. So he's having coffee in the BBC offices before Russell went for his interview. And he asked him, Russell says, don't worry about season 3. Everything's going to be fine. Now, something could have happened. Well, listen, I think it was an hour or two later, he's on the morning, that show, right? Now, I don't know if something happened right after we had coffee or whatever, or something fell through or whatever, but the message he gave to that show that day after I made videos and everything was the complete opposite of what he told Marty and I went live with. And it was that, there's no decision that's made, and that we got to wait for Disney Plus till after season 2, and all this shit. And that's when everything was in panic mode. So
but instead do you think the BBC had given the green light to season 3? It was just whether or not Disney had signed on for it.
It's not that. I think it's not that they're giving green light. It was.
No, Disney, I'm saying, regardless, right?
Disney would have to have said yes or no. I think there was going to be a season 3. But Russell wanted season 4 because the whole point is
they want to shoot 2 seasons at once.
Correct, and they wanted to negotiate, and they didn't want, that's the whole thing is like you wanted to go for another couple of years, and
you don't want gap years, and you don't want to lose Shooty, so you.
But now listen, this is my speculation, and this is what I really believe, but. That might have caused a massive problem with Disney Plus relationship with Russell and the BBC, where now they're little bickering back and forth, and then Disney went to get the back catalog, and then like, no. And then they're like, we want season 4. No. We want the back catalog. No. We want this. So now the war between the land and sea, right, is theirs. And BBC, right? But just think about this. Why is everybody saying that Disney's going to drop Doctor Who if they didn't even air the spin-off yet? Do you realize how embarrassing that would be? That Comic-Con is coming up. They're going to have to promote it. They're going to have to spend money for it, right? How would that be if they dumped Doctor Who? Everything would be morbid. The actors wouldn't know what to say. They wouldn't have panels. Disney's dumping you, so what? They didn't know what to say. They wouldn't know what to do. So they're not going to cancel Doctor Who when War Between Land and Sea didn't air yet. And here's another kicker, right? What if the ratings are through the fucking roof with the War Between the Land and Sea? What if it's so ridiculous that this is the hottest sensation that people want, right? Disney would have the option to say, hey, we want a season 2 of this, right? But if they cancel Doctor Who, they can't do that. So
Do you see it being a big hit though?
after
I
seeing the
can't.
trailer,
It's
and
so niche. It's so random.
no, but after they made the hottest looking Sea Devil I've ever seen, probably.
Yeah, but do you
Teenage-
think the
teenagers
random
will probably like it.
teenagers?
No. You have to understand something. I'm not talking about Charlie. I'm not talking about you and I agreeing that that's the way Sea Devil design should be. I don't think it should be that. But the generation, our kids,
Right.
our kids.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? It's always the
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
action-packed, flashy. I want the classic Sea Devils and Saurians.
I just can't see the.
There's got to be a romance. There's got to be. I love you. I love you. Our races are fighting each other, and it's like, what the fuck? This is like a Pocahontas thing, or like a fucking whatever.
Can you imagine prettying up the Ice Warrior?
I know, right?
Like this.
Oh God.
It just seems so random.
I have to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really quick. I have to go. I don't know if you want to. It's okay if you know. I put my little logo in the share thing there. Since you have me out, I'll use this. Do you see it there? Where I have it in the.
Yes. Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Stick Boy 73. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with technology, so I didn't know you wanted me to do that. But I'm sorry, I have it.
No, you're fine. On Tuesday nights, me and my friends have been watching old episodes of Doctor Who at the watch party. So if you want, you can join us on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern. And this week we're doing the second half of Inferno. Last week we did the first.
Oh, I love
episodes.
Inferno. One of my favorite episodes.
On Tuesday nights, if you have time and you want to come over, feel free to jump in the chat or watch in the after. Yeah,
could you
that'd be great.
Send me the link to your YouTube channel and this is the link? Because I'll put it in the Whovians cast so people can subscribe to you.
Boy73.
Okay. I'll
YouTube.com/you6.
And Hayden, could you put that in the Discord for us?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we have a Discord also. Maybe.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, maybe Hayden could share the link.
Oh, I'll also show you my pickup. You can take that down if you want.
I think Kate in the chat's in the Discord, and maybe Kate can share it through the link through.
Oh, by the way, Joe created me the Discord, and Hayden created me Discord. So there's technically two.
Ignore the one I made. All
right. My son Joe is very technologically savvy. Yeah,
most kids are. This weekend I was at Niagara Falls Comic-Con, and I was able to pick up a copy of the Dell, Doctor Who and the Dell.
Beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah. That's nice.
Mint condition.
It's not bad. It's not a bad condition. I won't say it's mint, but
we have to go through your collection sometime back there.
Oh yeah, I got all my pops. I just started.
You got the Tom Baker as a werewolf in Marvel Comics one?
I've got.
Oh yeah, I got that around here somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't there a comic where Dr. Doom was fighting the Doctor?
I can look at it.
Oh, they had that was a fan made.
Okay, all right. Just so everybody knows, I know Charlie's going to leave. Just so everybody knows, the technology that's Dr. Doom's time machine and Reed Richards' time machine is Time Lord technology, and the Doctor's best friends with Reed Richards. And the Doctor gave Reed Richards in the Marvel Comics the bigger on the inside technology for the Baxter Building and Four Freedoms Plaza and whatever.
That's true.
And there has been different Doctors that have been showing up inside the Marvel comic, and they're using the Time Lord's technology, which Kang the Conqueror is a future descendant of Reed Richards and Dr. Doom are both, and everything that has to do with traveling through time connected with the MCU is the Time Lord technology of Gallifrey. But Marvel, Disney doesn't know that, but in the comic books, Doctor Who was in Marvel before he wasn't, and they never explained how they have different technology. So it is the Time Lord's technology that's Dr. Doom's time machine and the Reed Richards time machine to travel through time. The same time machine that the Beast used to bring the X-Men back from the past into the present. Just want to put that out there.
Oh my God, you're a nerd, man. You're a nerd.
Bye, Charlie.
See you, Charlie.
Guys, have a good night.
See ya.
Thanks for having me on.
All right, got a new challenge for you all. How about right now, Scott, Ray, Joe, we all compile a ranking of Shooty's episodes, best to worst. Get your paper out, get your pens.
No. Right now?
Right now, get on it. Let's go.
No.
I'm gonna have to look at the list and then I can give it to
You know what? That's something that we could do. Here's the thing: being that Doctor Who's off the air, that's something we could do the whole week. We could spread the whole week of material with that.
Oh,
that's what I thought too.
Toy of Beast, Toy of Beast, did you spell that little reference to Beast Below that Lorani said about Matt Smith's Beast Below?
What?
You know when Lorani went to see the Doctor in Unit?
She said the Beast Below as a reference.
Yeah, like Matt Smith, yeah. You know
what I didn't notice that line, Hayden? That she had the hots for Conrad?
Yeah.
That was weird.
Oh, that would have been a great scene.
And Obenga pretty much took out the regenerated version of the Ronnies. That means we're going to see Flood again sometime soon.
Oh, yeah.
Kate, do you want to come in? Kate, do you want to come in? Because we could get you in because there was only a minimum, only a certain amount of people could appear in, but I technically think you could fit in now that Charlie's out. You want to come in? No pressure. I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean to pressure you.
What was you in class?
Oh wow!
I can't believe that our final scene with Shooty was a homage and a reference to Joy to the World. Get out of here!
Christ.
Get out of here!
Fuck that episode.
Well,
that was so bad.
It feels like RTD fucked Millie over, didn't it? Going with on the way that he didn't say
what
bye
a mistake that was.
How could he not now say bye to Millie Gibson?
But you know what's a mistake too? Do you realize, like, when they did, before we got to see the reality war, they did that little skit for YouTube talking to each other, right? In the TARDIS, the actresses. That would have been the greatest goddamn fucking companion season ever. Both of them in the fucking TARDIS at the same time. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
What a fucking miss up.
With a little bit of Ricky Sunday. Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Remember Ricky Sunday?
Do you think that could have been the campaign before Millie got fired? That they could have done.
You could have had Rogue in there too.
Yeah,
like that would have been. And you know what? I still say to this day. If you remember, right? Captain Jack had the love of his life that he lost. I still think that Rogue was Captain Jack's boyfriend.
What about Ricky Sunday? Come on.
Please.
Oh, sorry, Ricky September. Oh my God, I got it wrong. Ricky September.
Go. Yeah. And you know what? I still say the girl from Dot in the Bubble, right?
Yeah.
I still say that's Madame Kavarian.
Smoking hot.
Madame Kavarian, that she's like, you fucking dick. You could have saved us. We were racist pigs, but you should have just saved us and then fuck it. And I lost all my friends because of you. And that's why I joined the church and traveled 2 times to wreck your fucking life, you bitch.
Joe, not everything has to be connected. Not everything has to be connected.
Really?
No, because then it makes everything smaller. Then it's like, it feels like the universe is just like 7 people just like bouncing back.
Yeah, look how they.
But isn't everything? But don't they connect it as it is now?
Chief was just a preamble to the master.
Interesting.
I know. Did you see that? I loved that. Even though I should have been not loving that, that's what made the episode even better. Because it's like there was a time when people were trying to figure out as a Time Lord what they're going to be. And the moment that Patrick Troughton saw him, he's like, that's the fucking son of a bitch I went to school with. That evil bastard. And they both recognized each other. And then he's like, security, whatever. And then the doctor screamed because he's like, this guy's going to kill my fucking companion. Immediately.
The War Games?
Yes.
Yeah.
The doctor is like, he's going to kill, like before, if they weren't in jeopardy with the Daleks or anything, this motherfucker, I know this guy. He's going to fucking kill my companion. That's why Patrick Troughton screams. But again, the master wasn't invented yet. But the acting was so good that you believe that they knew each other, and then he becomes the master.
It's a good call. He's the master, surely. It looks just like him.
Well, when they done the colorization, didn't they? They had the Masters theme playing when they met.
Yeah. Yes, that's what they was trying to say. He's the master, right? That he becomes the master after he got shot. He regenerates, and then he goes right to battle the third Doctor.
And he changes his name to the Master.
And technically, yeah, he's before the master, but that's the first master, Roger Delgado, because he becomes that. Yes. So, but anyway, look. Didn't they say the boss? So they connecting Shooty season 1, Shooty season 2. That was supposed to be a third season. Which who the fuck knew who the boss was going to be? Was it going to be the Great Intelligence has a time hotel? Like what?
Could it be the meddling monk, and that's why he's meddling with all the different time zones?
The way they're bringing everybody back.
I will say, going back to the episode for a second, when they started doing the monster hand coming from Omega's,
they ruined that
and
shit.
then when he stepped out, that was, I have to say, gave me the chills.
I would say that
it was basically a reminiscent of the original Poltergeist in a way.
Yes, I agree, but I also say that if they were going to have a third season, they should have had. I like that Ronnie, by the way. Yeah. They should have had him go to the animated universe and have Omega the way he used to look like, and the three Doctors, and try to get out of the animated universe with the Ronnie. I do like that Ronnie, and we're never going to see her again, so that sucks. Or will we? Because time has been rewritten. So
don't forget, Mrs. Flood's got that armband, so that means she can regenerate again if push comes to shove.
But it's not going to be by generation. She could regenerate properly.
Yeah.
But would she become the same Ronnie or no? Probably not.
I don't think so. Well, she did say she could control her regenerations.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I would say that the Christmas special is still happening.
Yeah.
Somehow, because Russell even said in that last interview they are doing everything they can.
That's why I think Billy is an interim.
I think it's like Romana.
I don't think she's the genuine 16th.
No.
I think it's like Romana, and I think that the person that we're going to choose, they didn't get the contract yet, and that if they would have faded to black, like we often say they were going to do that. The dire straits that Doctor Who was in, Doctor Who would have got canceled if they didn't have someone just peer at the end. It would have been. So I realized,
basically.
Listen, this was a gimmick that got the ratings higher, that makes the views for the movie theater great, the fucking YouTube channel's great. So, like, this is gonna push Disney to say yes. But I hope they say yes Monday rather than the 28th or a month from now, because that's too long.
You know what I would have loved as a Christmas special? Shooty and Jodie's Doctor's gone up against Sasha Dewan's Master and Durrani.
The Christmas special, in my idea,
that would have been amazing.
Should be honoring the 20th anniversary of Doctor Who, and it should have Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant, Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi, Jodie Whittaker, Shooty Gatway. Should have all of them in it. That's what it should be. And it should be written by Russell and Moffat, and throw all the money there is, and Billy Piper too, and throw all the money is at Christopher Eccleston, because he said if Billy Piper comes back as the Doctor, he's coming back. So, like, just do it. Just do it. What's up, Paul? Just do it.
Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah. Well, that's how good. That's how much I value that Archie. With Archie, Durrani. She was as good as Sasha's Master, weren't she?
I thought Charlie. Hold on. I thought Charlie that's what the Ronnie was trying to say, Miss Blood, is that's how they had kids. But the new Ronnie said that's ridiculous because she has all her memories, so she's not her kid, even though it came like that. But because then that would be so crazy, because then they would never do that, because they would say that Shooty's Doctor is not the Doctor, it's his son. So they would never do that. So, but what did you rate it, Scott?
Up until that final half, I had it between like a 6 and a 7.
I liked everything.
The only
It
thing
didn't
that made
make
it-
sense.
Because of that is because of the look of Omega when he came strolling out of that
They ruined that.
that seal that anti room, and it's like, oh my god, that looks awesome. And if you looked at
it
his
looked
teeth,
awesome.
if you looked at Omega's teeth, his own teeth had skulls in them too.
I would say that I would have been open to Sutek returning with Omega and then butting heads. That would be
I would
great.
say now, yeah, but I would say that as a special, then put it in the.
Omega could have been a whole goddamn season, and you know that.
That's true.
He was
Yeah,
big
but I'd
enough to
say
have his own.
better yet, I'd say that as you know how they won with the Tenants series. They had like an Easter, they had a New Year's, and they had a Christmas and a New Year's. Yeah. I'd set it up something like that.
I agree with Paul. That was a disgrace that Susan
Yeah.
wasn't in the finale. That was a disgrace.
We've all agreed with that. Susan, you build her up for an entire
Marty met her, and he said that she can't even walk, right? And the clock is ticking right now. Where if you're gonna get her back again, the time's running out. She's very old, and she can't walk. She can't do this. She can't do that. So this is a missed opportunity.
Breaking news from the chat. Breaking news. Daniel Bertazon, the man himself, is coming in the cast. Let's go, baby! Woo!
Is he?
Oh yeah, he's bringing the Prime universe back on the cast.
What's the name brought Prime back? Louis and I gave it to Louis and Jack.
Oh shit!
I gave it to them already. They did an episode.
I'm sorry,
Did you see
I'm getting a phone call. Hello. Hello there. This is Sammi. I would love to come on the show. Hayden, I would absolutely love to come on. Is that
Jacob was invited to the Real Whovians Cast 2000 and declined. So
I never even got invited to that.
Yes, you did.
Oh shit. Just doing my ranking of Shooty's episodes. It is great. I'm finished.
The Well was like one of the top.
I put that at 11.
Core, the
11.
Well.
The fact that it gave me literal chills was
Legend of Ruby Sunday probably was my favorite.
That's second. That's second.
I think that's number one.
I'd have to go back and look at all the episodes to say for certain.
And I like this one too. No, he has a girlfriend, but there was I don't know.
That doesn't mean he doesn't go to strip clubs.
Jesus. Daniel is back. My God.
Hello, Daniel.
Daniel, the man.
Jeez.
How you guys doing?
This is like old week. It's like we had Louis, we had Connor, we had James.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he does have a girlfriend. We have Daniel now. Wow. Damn.
So what do you want to say, Daniel?
So okay, I haven't seen much of this. I'm still looking for it, on my streaming services. They don't have it yet. But I gotta say,
I had to go to Daily Motion because my regular one, which I went to, just headed up to the Wish World one.
Oh, it's
so
on
go to Daily
Motion?
Motion. Yeah, go to Daily Motion, and it'll be the first. It'll be the first or second video link to when you put down Reality War.
How you been, Daniel?
Oh yeah, been doing pretty good. Thanks.
You look different a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Are you lifting weights?
No.
Oh, you look like you're pumping iron. You look like
He's got the
big shoulders.
moustache. He's got the beautiful moustache going.
Oh, there.
Don't forget, everybody's like very much older than they were when they first appeared.
It's all
Hold on.
it's all right. When Joe does a video tomorrow, his hair will be going back again and he'll be regenerating.
I wish
Ray looks like he turned into Darkseid. He's got that hair rocking, like he looks like it's.
Oh, I gotta make a complaint.
Oh,
I gotta make a complaint. Fury Matrix Lord.
Oh shit!
I'm really pissed off at
You
the
jinx it,
comments. Let me tell you, you son of a bitches.
Oh shit!
I am not Gargamel with the
my
missing
God.
teeth You son of a bitches. You son of a bitches.
Oh my God.
In the fucking comments, you're like, where are the Smiths?
You do look like Hank Azaria. I never realized
up.
that. You look like Hank
the fuck
Azaria.
Ravaged the land like never before. Total destruction
Dude,
from
stop
mountain
it.
to
Dude, stop it.
star.
No, they're going to clip
Sorry.
this. They're going to clip this.
That's what he said. That was the famous line.
Yeah, so
Remember that time when they put you in a battle zone and it was
No.
it's crazy out here?
That was the Hurricane Sandy.
Yeah, it's
The
crazy out
shingles
here.
were flying off the thing. I almost got hit in the fucking face. I almost got my face chopped off. Jesus. It's a gimmick, I think. Yeah, I don't think she's the doctor.
Yeah,
I think she's
so what are you gonna say, Daniel? Because you
remember Sammy said I was dead?
Oh my God.
I died in Hurricane Sandy. Remember that?
Are you okay?
Oh yeah.
And the other guy was the only guy that I could communicate with. For some reason, I had some shitty technology, but I couldn't reach anyone. But this one guy, he's not even on the show anymore, and he had to tell Sammy that I wasn't dead because Sammy was gonna have a whole goddamn special about it.
Did you notice that in the chat, Charlie wrote shooty, but he accidentally autocorrected to shitty?
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Does that make shitty the doctor's son?
Poor Shooty. Shit.
Poor Shooty.
Yeah,
Poor
I got
Shooty.
every time I spell his name, I've got to paste and copy his name because when I said
Aw.
it, the
I
first time
feel so bad.
posted
Because
for
you know
years,
what?
my
He
first
should've
post
never.
I don't feel bad. Shooty's going to have a great
It actually
career.
spelled shooting.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that's bullshit about his knees, by the way, that he was running
May-
shit at that.
made me kind of pissed off earlier when we said about Gillian Anderson as the master, and that was Russell's response.
Yeah. Marty asked Russell to make the master Gillian Anderson, and he said no because it's too obvious. That's bullshit.
And plus, with Jillian being American and not British, and they're trying to
That's
still
bullshit. They should have did that.
Well, she lives more in England.
I don't understand their mentality. Like this boys club of Moffat and RTD and Chibnall and their lingo and their way they went to school and all the stuff that they have in their brain. Like Moffat's like, no one knows who the Ronnie is, and I'm never gonna bring back the Ronnie, but I'm gonna bring back the great intelligence that nobody brings back, right? But of course, Russell loves the Ronnie, so Russell brings back the Ronnie. But Russell doesn't want to bring back River Song because he's Billy Piper, not River Song, and Moffat was River Song. But then Chibnall was like, well, you guys never bring back people like with the doc. You said the doctor doesn't look back, but I'm gonna bring back every fucking companion there is. And
You
then
would
when
never
Russell
bring
comes
back
back,
Sammy Carter.
I tried to get Sammy Carter back. I told you that I did a sting
Where's
operation.
Beefhead? Where's Beefhead?
He's around, but like
Matt Edwards.
Matt Edwards would never come on. Matt Edwards purely hates my guts for some mysterious reason.
Yeah, but he loves me, so I'll get him back.
You're not gonna get him back.
Have you seen Old Doc? Where's Old Doc?
I don't know. Oh, he's in Florida.
Oh,
He's still a barber, I think. Yeah. I haven't heard from him though in ages.
I miss Old Doc and Sammy Carter. I miss both of them.
I went on to Sammy's thing one time and I subscribed to him and everything, and then he blocked me immediately when he found out.
He makes. Didn't you watch his videos? He makes videos every day. Kate said he went to exile. He's on making videos every day.
There's got to be a way. Listen to me. There's got to be a way where we can get him in a cast so I could talk to him. So if I could talk to him and he don't jump out, I can mend the fence. And next thing you know, he could be doing fucking Living in Your Dream stories, and he could be doing fucking Doctor Who videos like a
I would cry. I would cry. Yeah, it's just him playing games, Kate. He plays what does he play? He plays like
It
Call
sucks.
of Duty.
It
and
really
Fortnite and
sucks
stuff.
that it's taking. I'm going the long way around to become a millionaire, so that way I could use my fortune.
Yeah, but why don't we
manifest
just
it
get
in
on
life.
Twitch? Sammy's on Twitch. We'll just get on Twitch.
He's like, you have a better chance of talking to Donald Trump than you do Sammy Carter.
Maybe we do.
It's true.
Yeah.
There's no way. I mean, I told you, if I'm number one in America and the world, he has to face me because I'm the number one everywhere. So then I would be in his radar. He would have to talk to me. You know? Because he's a big gamer. But
even my relatives ask me, how is Sammi? Is he talking to you yet? And I'm like, no, he won't talk to me.
David Aston even tried to reach out to him because he's the one that caused the Whovian Tube War. So he tried to talk to Sammi to tell him, hey, Joe is a cool guy. We all lied about him and all this stuff. And it wasn't happening. Even Monk, I think, tried. Everybody tried.
You know what Kate just put?
He's traumatized. You know what happened? It was that whole Whovian Tube War. And then I got mad because I'm like, bro, you're fucking flagging my channel. I'm not your enemy. You know?
Yeah.
And he got me scared because I got loud a little bit. I'm like, why the fuck did you flag my channel down?
Yeah, you know? but he still talked to us after that. But because I was making Living the Dream season 3 for him, but I was doing like year 12.
I was doing it
so
too.
I was busy.
Too.
Yeah, that's right.
Bro, I was going around with all my friends and my female friends, and we're going all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, Sammi Carter.
Remember we did Sammy's 22nd birthday? We made a big montage for him. Happy birthday, Sammi.
Bro, I was spending money. I was going all over the place for him, showing stuff in New York City and everything.
The last thing we did was the Star Wars Episode 7. We're so excited for Star Wars 7. It was like, there's heaps of us in it. It was like Chameleon Tours. Everyone was in there. And then I disappeared for a week because I was so busy with school. And I get back on Skype and I've got like 1,000 messages about how I'm secretly trying to betray him and all this sort of shit because I hadn't done episode 6 yet. And I was like, Sammi, and he blocked me. And then he made videos about me. Like, I know who my true friends are. And he just disappeared.
Well, there was even that organization, Carter Empire, that tried to attack him. Then I fought with them. Remember that? Do you remember I threatened to get the lawyers on them?
There was a thing, and there was this guy, and he was like, there's all these like videos, and it was like, Sammi Carter, you have 24 hours to respond, and all this.
Right, but then Sammy's group hacked the guy and erased his computer. Remember that? And traumatized that guy. And then the guy came back years later in a new incarnation, and Memory fucking knocked his ass out.
Oh, Memory is a laugh. I've not met Memory, but I've seen his work.
That guy taken down, that guy's channel.
Yeah. The Joker videos. There's the Joker videos. There's a channel, and there's like an archive of all of the different like Sammi Carter content. It was like a. People say it was you in the comments. That's definitely Matrix Lord, and it was like this thing with a mask, and it's like, Sammi, you've got 24 hours to respond, or I will delete your channel, and all this sort of stuff. Is that
guy that looked like Scream?
Yeah.
Who's the guy that dressed up like the Scream guy?
That's me. Who owns that?
That was you? That was you?
Oh, no. Kate's saying that's her who's got the channel with all the videos. Oh, of course.
There was a puppet too that used to tell me to fuck off. Remember that?
Kate's the ultimate archivist. The ultimate archivist.
Who was the Doctor Who Bob? Actual
Doctor
voice.
Who Bob. Wasn't that? I thought it was Michael Shannon was Doctor Who Bob.
No, it wasn't.
No, that was Pissy the Clown, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. That wasn't Doctor Who Bob.
Doctor Who Bob. I don't know.
What, Kate? You have the Whovians cast too, Kate? Because when I had a big thing with YouTube, they said, "Look, we deleted it, but because Sammi flagged it down."
Yeah,
but
I think her hard drive's probably not got everything of it. She's probably only got so much. It's probably mainly Sammi.
But YouTube told me that if I could ever get the Real Whovians Cast 2, if somebody copied it, that they wouldn't flag it this time. But I just have to change the title. I have to take Sammi Carter's name out of it because I lost the Guinness Book of World Records because that was the one thing that caused me to have the record because it was straight through videos every single day.
She said she's got 2013 to 2015, so maybe she does have it. You got the Chicken Monster video? Can you link that channel? I want to watch that again.
Whovians Cast 2. Cold War. Cast 2. What was it? Cold War? No, it was Carter, Cold War, and whatever. It was like 3 seasons.
How do you remember the titles of every episode?
Because that's how I lost the Guinness Book of World Record, that one fucking video.
I was going to be in the Chicken Monster video. I want to watch it so bad. I want to watch it so bad.
Oh, please send that to me, Kate. Please.
There are no chicken monsters in Doctor Who.
I beg you, Kate.
Yet.
Yet. Have you seen that, Scott, when Sammy goes off about the chicken monster?
God.
Oh, it was so funny. It was so funny.
I'm going to tell you something right now. Sammy Carter, if you're watching, Sammy Carter, listen to me. Sammy Carter! Now listen. Sammy Carter, if you're listening, the world, the Whoniverse, everyone needs
back.
Sammy Carter to return to Who Harmony immediately. And the Living the Dream stories need to return. The world needs a Sammy Carter.
We miss you, Sammy.
We miss you, Sammy. I can't explain. Sammy is like a warm cup of tea and a biscuit. Like
cave in on itself.
Sammy Carter, Sammy Carter, if you return, Sammy Carter, you could host. Sammy Carter, if you return, you could host a Real Whovians cast for like a week. We'll do whatever. Modern Age Nerd will make new music.
You'll be able to enable a child somewhere in another country to have a drink of water.
Modern Age Nerd will do a new. We'll make a new album for you, like a remaster of Naughty Boy. Please,
Kate, clip this one. Clip this one for the Sammy channel. Sammy, come back, darling. We need the fro and Who Harmony. You're so beautiful, sexy Sammy. We need you back, baby.
Naughty boy!
Yeah, better yet.
You stopped playing. You were supposed to play.
Better yet, there's a site where you can change the lyrics of certain songs. Find a Prince song and put those lyrics in the rhythm.
Wait a minute. If everybody thinks at 1:21, Sammy Carter across the world, maybe Sammy Carter will come back. Ready? Let's close our eyes and go, Sammy Carter. Sammy Carter.
Sammy Carter.
Sammy Carter. We want Sammy Carter. Sammy Carter return. Sammy Carter return. Sammy Carter return.
Want the fro.
Sammy Carter return.
We want the fro.
I didn't get the chicken monster.
Chicken monster.
Moffat and the chicken monster.
We want
chicken monster.
It's so good. It was
Naughty boy.
Oh, it was
Naughty
the best
boy.
Video. It was the best video I've ever
Sammy
seen.
The Fro Carter.
The thing about Sammy is, right, when you got a lot of anxiety and stuff, when you used to talk to Sammy, there's something about Sammy where you just feel comfortable, and I can't explain it.
He'd make you feel. He'd have that radio voice.
Yes.
I think that it's great that Billie Piper is going to be the Doctor because she's amazing, and like he just had that voice that just relaxed you.
Look Kate just said Joe Max.
I don't know Joe Max. Who was the other kid? That bloody kid. He was like 7 years old. What was his name? Joshua Martin Jones. Do you remember him?
We never had him on because he was too young.
Jones?
We never had him on.
Yeah, he never tried to message us. He was like, "Can we please be on the show?"
No. But old Doc was yelling at me like we couldn't get him on because like he was too young and we had to get permission and the whole thing.
I wonder if he ever got into like podcasting or that because he'd be way older now.
I think he still contacts here or there, but I think he might be an enemy. Like he might be pissed off because we never put him on because he's too young.
Connor Smith.
That's what I don't understand. I don't understand why, like, Louis was trying to tell me this guy is an enemy of him. And he showed me the cast. I think it was 486. And there was nothing in there that I was nasty to the person. So I don't know why he would be an enemy.
I can't defend your enemies. I've seen when you get mad at someone, there's 37 videos within an hour.
Yeah.
I'm like, I am not fucking with this guy. This guy is insane.
And they all start with fuck.
What do you mean fucking with me? You're not. Why would you ever fuck with me?
I'm like, Uncle Joe's nuts, man. You got to stay away from him. He will annihilate you.
Yeah, and Aiden, they all start with fuck at the beginning.
I reckon that video, I was watching it, and at first I was laughing awkwardly, like, oh, it's kind of funny. But then
you see what Marty said at the theater? Do you see that? Like when they went out of the theater, he showed the video to the entire audience of the theater.
Dude, they were talking about you in the Discord, the Doctor Who official Discord, right? There's a chat in there called Leaked Future Spoilers, and people start saying this link. Have you heard this Matrix guy? It's hilarious, and they're commenting, "Is he anti-woke, etc.?" And they're like, "Oh my god, check it out! He's lost it." Everyone's laughing. They're like, "Here's his podcast," and I'm in the chat just talking about Billy Piper, and they're like, "Wait a minute, aren't you the guy in the podcast with Matrix Lord?" I was like, "Yeah, that's me."
And that got like over 1,000 views, Joel. That video.
Yeah, YouTube flagged it immediately because we're not allowed to say F within the first minute or two.
So good. Is that your highest rated video in a while?
No, 20,000.
What, in recently?
Moonraker. Actually, there was the video. For some reason, there was something that happened. There was a video on Shadow's Reign, Book 6, that I think was triple, quadruple that, and for some reason, I had to delete it, and I don't know why. I forgot. I might have given a shout out to somebody, and people became an enemy, and then they were going to flag my channel, so I had to delete the video.
Oh, I want to see Scott's reaction to that episode.
Which
what?
episode?
Scott saw it.
Yes.
No, the live reaction of the reality. I wanted to see.
When I just said the F word like a million times.
Yeah.
You saw that, Scott, right? Yeah, everybody saw that.
I said, "Oh, this is what I got to tell everyone this story." So on Saturday, I didn't sleep that night, by the way, waiting for the episode anyway. But I'm like, "All right, Joe, when you write, you've got to send everyone this song," and I'm typing a link to him, and he replies, "All I do is win," and that's what I was sending him. I'm like, "How have you figured that it's that song? Like, how do you even know DJ Khaled for starters?"
First of all, before you did that, a week or two or three before that, I said something about when the announcement comes from Disney Plus, I was going to play that song because that's one of my favorite songs.
Okay.
All I do is win. So I just said it because that's one of my favorite songs. I was joking around that I was psychic. Well, I am psychic, but like still, I that was crazy.
I was down at the Pokies that morning and I got the big win, $1,500 slamming out of the bull rush machine. And in my head, it's just, all I do is win. And I've gone home and I'm like, oh yeah, this is going to be Joe tonight. Send it to you. Oh wait, already got that track ready lined up.
Kate said, Joe, can you please look up and react to Howling Wolf Thump Jump?
Oh yeah.
What is that? A video?
It's going to be a laugh. It's going to be a laugh.
Hold on. Is this a YouTube video?
As long as it's not someone's butt on camera again, like the other week when we got a troll in and it was someone's bare ass.
No, I'm not putting it on here. I'm not putting it on
that was so funny. Were you in here, Scott, when the bare ass came on camera?
Well, we nearly had a bare ass earlier with Joe.
What is the Howling Wolf? What?
It might be a song.
Bump Jump. I just found his second video.
Kate said you can put it up as safe for work.
Ray, is there any paranormal activity happening lately?
Well, I'm going to be talking about an American city like town.
It's the second video. Who War Strikes Back YouTube channel.
Oh, this will be good.
All right, ready?
That's the funniest channel. That is gold.
I'll tell you after this is done, Hayden.
I'm still waiting for Daniel. What were you going to say?
Oh, yeah, Daniel. What were you going to say before we about the episode?
I don't remember, actually.
It's right.
Joe, you made Daniel lose his mind.
It's just nice to have Daniel in here.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Thanks.
There you go.
Can we screen share this and watch it?
Yeah, it's apparently safe for work.
We're just awkwardly staring at Joe.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck? What is this?
So you know what? I was watching Lord Doomcock's video, and he said that Rose Tyler may not be the Doctor.
I was saying that as well. I think she's an interim.
We don't like Doomcock.
Because
Doomcock
somebody, I forget who, made a comment that they didn't even credit her.
First of all, I said it a while back, like earlier today and everything, before he even did a goddamn video that's not the Doctor.
You don't like the future ruler of Earth, Lord Doomcock?
I'm trying to review this video for Kate. No, I don't. I think he's full of shit. Every video he's done has always been full of shit. Kathleen Kennedy's fired. This is fired. This is done. This show's canceled. It's bullshit. No, I'm not a fan. No. Why did you get quiet all of a sudden, Daniel? I'm not a fan of him. No. Why don't you watch me and subscribe to me and watch my videos where
greedy man.
Where I said, how many fucking casts did I do in 24 hours? And I'm saying, oh, that's Bad Wolf, and that's Bad Wolf, and that's Bad Wolf. You watching Doomcock? When did he create a video? An hour ago?
You know what I think? You know what I think potentially could happen? Some kind of really freaky thing. They got Billy Piper. They got Billy Piper to come in as the doctor. Maybe she is the doctor. They're going to get Billy Piper doctor and David Tennant unit doctor together, and they're going to get together.
That's probably what's going to happen.
Because David Tennant...
Are they going to merge? They're going to kiss? They're going to kiss and merge back together as one?
Yeah, because David Tennant is like... He got the hots for Billy Piper, right?
Got that
that's him. If that's disgusting. If it's him,
what, you wouldn't kiss Joey Jupiter?
No.
Oh, come on.
What do you think?
See, it's kind of odd because it's him. He'd be kissing himself, right?
No, he wouldn't. That's gross.
You gotta do it.
What are you doing? An Austin Powers, like number 2 and number 2?
Yeah, baby. Very shagadelic, baby. Yeah.
Oh wait, did you see the video? Wait. Did you see the video of Dignifacto returning?
Whoa.
Oh, it was good.
Hated?
Oh, it was so good.
Kate, did you see that?
Dignifacto is back.
Did you see that? Did you see that video?
Yeah, but technically, Daniel, though, if you're going to go down the route of roles and
Whovian Human Resources YouTube channel. That's my.
You're going to go down the route of Billy Piper. You're going to go down the route.
Channel. That's my channel. That's one of my channels.
But if you're going to go down the route of Billy Piper and David Tennant, Daniel, you've already basically done that when she went off in the parallel universe. So it's going to get boring.
You know what we need to do?
Yeah.
We really need, our group needs to support Ray.
Right.
And Paranormal Ripples. And we need to have the mother of all Paranormal Ripples.
Hell yeah.
With like fucking tons of people.
Fucking tons.
In the fucking
yeah.
Live stream.
Fucking
like the real Whovians in Paranormal Ripples doing a massive like Bermuda Triangle or some shit we'll all agree upon that would be really
tonight I'm going to be talking about Elkwood in America that disappeared overnight.
Oh shit.
An abandoned town that got disappeared. They don't know whether the chemicals were or what, but it was jam-packed in the night, and then by morning it was all gone. And
we could have the real Whovians in Paranormal Ripples, and we could also have guest appearances by Sky Havoc.
Oh,
good lord.
Joey Jupiter.
Oh shit.
Joe Lipa.
Oh shit.
Oh, don't say that, Dayden. Someone might think that you're going to do an OnlyFans film.
Mandakor.
Could you imagine all of your characters on OnlyFans?
Jorga the Explorer.
Oh, God.
Joey Jupiter sounds like an OnlyFans page.
No, Joey Jupiter sounds like a porno actor.
Jesus Christ.
Gamma T.
That's right. That's right.
Do you know we've wasted 13 years of our lives following your ridiculous YouTube journey?
You know what? That one podcast off air was the jumping the shark of the Real Whovians cast. Remember, Scott? Yeah. Remember how everybody I was getting really pissed when there was a Whovian 2 war. And I was really protective of my group so much that I became another character. Wasn't that the first character, Scott?
It was either the first or second.
That was probably the first character. And I became the troll hunter. And I took down all these channels. Like I became the Valyard type of thing. Mm-hmm. And to this day, some people hate my guts because I took down channels. And when I revealed that I was Gamma T original, everybody was upset about it. They were not happy with it. Right, Scott?
They were mad.
They were not happy.
Was Gamma on the Who War Wikia that Kate made?
I don't know, but they were not.
That
they were
Wikia
not
was
happy.
so
They
good.
were not happy. I think it was Matt Edward who's pissed. Michael Shannon, Monk, they were fucking pissed.
I can't believe the Wikia died. I added pages to that Wikia last year.
No, because that's why. Because he's a piece of crap. So I
added a page.
I'm grateful to Kate for doing that.
I added a page about Sammi calling what was he calling? He was calling Rogue something else in Jonathan Groff, the Rogue episode. He kept calling him something random and I can't
Wait, as Gamma T original, did I go after you, Kate? Because you were chameleon to us, weren't you? Weren't you like right? I think. That's crazy.
I just can't believe Daniel's back.
Anyone wants to
Daniel's always been around. Daniel was on.
Yeah,
weren't you on a cast?
Daniel's been on some of my casts as well.
Joe, do you remember the video where you were going in the swimming pool and someone put up a song that went, "Oh yeah"?
James Spivey, he was at our cast before. He was like,
yeah.
I know, he was in there. I thought it was Jack that came in the cast, but he was posing as Jack.
Who is Jack? I heard Louis talking about him. I don't know who it is.
It's like, think of Highlander. I'm Connor McLeod, and I can't die, but it's like Jack McCluck, like whatever. I can't say less. Right?
But who is he? Does he come on? He comes on the cast. I know that, but
he was what was he, Kate? Valyard Master? Back in the day? Valyard Master. He was the kid had a wide range of Doctor Who knowledge, and they said something to him and it pissed him off because he thought that I was competing with him, like, because he had to be the Whovian historian, and I can't know more than him about Doctor Who. So when I went with Sharon in Times Square, we were on a date. We were out doing something, whatever. He attacked me, and then old Doc reached out to me. They all reached out to me that this kid Jack attacked you. And
everyone's so mad at you. There's just something about you. I keep saying it. Why do people get so mad?
I don't know. What's up, Albert? How you been? Albert hasn't been on fucking ages.
Daniel's twin brother was in once.
Wait, Albert, you got to be the same. Weren't you the same age as Hayden? He's both was young when you appeared.
I'm not, dude. I'm like 30. I'm not that young.
No, but when you appeared, on the Whovian podcast, you were like 15.
Dude, Ruby Sunday's like 10 years younger than me. That's how old I am.
You're not old. Albert, how old are you?
Old
are you
enough.
30 now?
Hayden, what are you up to nowadays? Oh, just popping in here because my life is, just obviously, besides the bull rush, obviously just got, such a big family, obviously.
Wait, I have a question. I don't want to cause problems. I don't want to cause massive problems, but Kate and Hayden, don't get mad because I don't know if this is true. Kate, you weren't like one of the first dislikers of Modern Age Nerd, were you? Because remember how you got pissed?
No. I used to talk to Kate, but I think Kate and you had a falling out once, and Kate got mad at me because I was friends with you. But I never really spoke to anyone, sort of.
Okay, because I remember how you just sort of your first dislike that time.
No, there was one of Sammy's friends.
Okay, good. Bro, you're gonna be the hottest thing with your Modern Age Nerd. You're gonna have like a whole show and everything. You should have did that back in the day.
I should have done it. But no, just terrible anxiety. I don't leave the house.
What?
Well, apart from work, a lot of work, but I don't really leave the house. Terrible social anxiety.
Why?
I'm borderline autistic. Yeah, but I think it might be like an autistic thing where I come across more confident than I am, but I'm really not.
Oh, that's not the case. Maybe with something personal that happened or something. Oh,
that's how old Albert was.
Oh, did I take Joe Max's channel down? I took somebody's channel down.
Who was Joe Max? Is Kate talking about? I don't know if Kate's talking about you, Joe, or Joe Max. Who was Joe Max?
That was somebody else, but I don't remember if I took his channel down. Is he connected with the?
Was Joe Max that friend of Sammy's? No, Joe Max was that friend of Sammy's who was like trolling Sammi. And then
Is
he
Joe
tried
Max
to troll
and
you.
Joe the Street the same, or were they two different people?
There was one like young kid who was trolling Sammi, I remember, and he was like 12.
God. I took down many channels.
British Cup of Tea. British Cup of Tea. That's what I was telling you about the other day.
So I saw your last video, Joe. You know, I felt bad. I felt bad you didn't like the episode very much, did you?
Well, the reality one?
Yeah.
I give it an 8. I liked it. I just didn't like that he regenerated. I didn't like.
Oh, okay. Well,
Joe, can we get a reenactment? Can we get a reenactment, please?
No.
Fuck.
Sharon loves that video.
British Cup of Tea. Yeah, Joe, I told you that British Cup of Tea told Sammi I was trolling him and wasn't making Living the Dream. And Sammi believed him and then disappeared. And then he took over Living the Dream stories. The British Cup of Tea.
British Cup of Tea now?
He's vanishing. Deleted his YouTube channel, apparently, 2K.
He made some good videos. I like talking to him. He was a nice guy, but he just disappeared.
No, but is he still around? Or no?
I don't know.
I'm asking Kate.
I heard Omega made an appearance in this episode, but he was like weird.
You got to watch it, Daniel. You got to watch it.
Why did you watch it?
Skull. Think the original poltergeist creature. And even his teeth had skulls in them.
You know what? We need to get some of them old members back. We need to get David Aston on here, Monk. Everybody.
Oh, that's why I am to British Cup of Tea.
Mm.
Kate said it.
Yeah, he had like blonde hair. He's like a small, skinny kid. He did like Doctor Who reenactments. He did like special effects videos. It was pretty good, but he just sort of he disappeared, and then that was it. Sammi never talked to me again, and I cried for weeks.
That's so sad. I was so upset when Sammi turned on me too.
It was just out of nowhere.
We were doing everything for him. Everything.
I wanted to get Sammi his albums out. I wanted to get, because I thought he had potential, like Living the Dream Stories was a good show. He just needed to structure it better. In the intros, I thought he was going to get copyright struck because he just sort of kept copying like BBC intros and Doctor Who intros. So I thought, let's make him his own music. Let's make him his own intro. Let's try to structure the show a little better. It was just a bit of fun. And then
it cost me like $100. It cost me $100 to send my books to him.
Yeah.
Bro, I would have spent with all the money I was spending with the books. I would have helped pay for a music thing for him, or actually get fucking singers for him, and be backup professionals.
I think it was weird. It was people were very much tribal back then. It was like they sort of picked a group to stick with. So if someone was friends with Mike Shannon and not you, they just went with Mike and didn't talk to you anymore. Whereas I was friends with everyone.
They used that as an opportunity to branch off, to do they tried to recruit Chris, telling him that they were the all real.
Yeah, but it's so weird. Like I never understood the conflict because none of these channels are getting millions of views. So it's not like we're stealing.
They never
viewers.
made it. They tried. They thought
so
that
weird.
They thought that by having Sammi flag me and everything, and that they would be able to launch the Whovians, and they were going to be the most successful fucking YouTube channel ever.
But it's so weird because we weren't even that successful. Like we were getting like 2,000 views. Like what?
There was nobody else that was successful on par with us. That's the point.
It's like Noel talking about, like I ran on his YouTube and they're talking about stuff about like wanting to make money, like you wanting to make money off them and that. But I'm like, how is there any money going on? It's not like anyone's making.
You know what it is? He attacked me, and that started bringing him views in.
Yeah, but these aren't like big enough views to justify an income, though. Like these are only like 1,000 views or 2,000 views.
That's why.
Like on YouTube, don't you have to get like 1 million views to even make $1,000 a week?
They don't pay by the week; they pay by the month.
Okay. Is it accumulated views? So if you get 1 million views over the course of 1 month, do you get X amount of dollars? Or is it one video has to be monetized and get 1 million views for you to earn X amount of dollars?
Every single video is monetized. It's what is popular.
Yeah.
And you get a thing and it tells you the lowest you get paid is $100 a month. And they tell you have up until in some cases you have up until I think the 11th to get all your videos in.
Okay.
And then if you pass the tier, you get paid on the 25th of every month. But when it came to the holidays, there was a bunch of scumbags, and they rolled it back where you didn't have to the 11th, you had to the 1st. So if you were under a penny, you would not get a check.
Did Ray did you end up getting your channel sorted out?
No, not yet. I still need to get there.
How long have you got?
Well, I just need to get all the views up. That's what
There's not like a time limit or something on it.
No.
No.
He's got to get a certain amount of subscribers.
Yeah.
Have you thought of like sharing your video to like Reddit or something like that?
I've tried that and not budging.
For some reason, I have multiple accounts. For some reason, when I sub to him, it doesn't count. I don't know why. They're little YouTube channels that are legit. So I don't know what the fuck, why he's not counted as a view, but.
See you, Kate.
See you, Kate.
Yeah, that's why me and Joe were talking about like the other day when he said he'll try and get his subs over to me so I can get like an interactive chat and hopefully that can boost it up, didn't you, Joe?
Mm-hmm. You just need a really clickbaity video, just one video that's like clickbait that gets everyone on board. Like, you know how they put up videos with like a title in capital letters, like "This house nearly killed me!" exclamation mark or something like that.
You have to do like an AI locking this monster.
Do not copy Joe's YouTube titles. Don't do it. I've told him for 10 years.
What?
The Real Whovians Cast 2014, no subtitle. How's any casual viewer going to know what the hell this video is about?
What do you mean?
I always tell you we've got to put like subtitles on the title because it just says like Real Whovians Cast 2014. All right, your highest rated cast is me saying Justice League is terrible. That's in the title of the casts, right? That's what gets the clicks. So the clicks need to be like "The Reality War sucks" or something as the subtitle, and that's what gets people clicking. But because it just says Real Whovians Cast with a number, the average Joe's like, "What the hell is that?" and just skims past it.
So. Change the name to what? Like the Real Whovians Cast.
I'm not helping you anymore. I've tried 75 times to get you this thing. This is like dealing with my own father at this point. I'm like, Dad, you can't write emails like this.
But now do you know like what Joe goes to with the Discord? Dad,
I spoke to Joe today. That poor kid's going through it. He's like, my dad, I can't help him. He's lost the plot.
See, I made the mistake of, I figured because Joe was going to host, that I, without asking him, I'm like, oh, go subscribe to my son Joe's YouTube channel. Not realizing that my enemies are like, oh, yeah? That's where your son is? Let's get the motherfucker.
Joe's like, no, I don't want anyone from Ireland coming on my channel, Dad. No.
It's like playing a video game and all the fucking zombies coming around the corner.
Go get my son instead, guys.
And he's like, Dad, what the fuck? He's like, delete everything. And I'm like, fuck. And I'm like, go subscribe to Anthony. Go subscribe to Joe. And he's like, these motherfuckers, I don't want my channel. I'm like, oh, shit.
Who's this cinnamon guy coming after me?
What?
You sorted it out with the cinnamon, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he apologized.
Did you sort it out with Scent Sphere as well?
No, me and Bobby settled things because...
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Before you know it, Noel's going to be on this channel. We're going to be best friends.
No. He went after Sharon last time. No.
True.
No.
Hey, the Emperor... Oh, wait, no, not the Emperor. Vader and Luke made up. That's all I'm saying.
The thing with look, I'm not going to get into it with some of those people, but it's just some of them was just misunderstandings.
As Jesus said, love thy neighbor and cherish thy enemy.
But, okay, so, oh, wait, you know what? I know what we'll do. The Real Whovians Cast 2014. Welcome back, Carter.
Oh my God. It's so good. No, right? But in parentheses, please welcome back, Carter.
Sammy, Sammy, please come back or some shit, right?
We need you, Sammy.
No, say the Real Women's Car Training 14 desperately needs Sammy Carter.
We'll put Sammy needs to return in the title. Because that will get his attention. Because he'll flag me for putting Carter in there like he did the last time. Right? What do you think?
Go for it. We can only go so far with
The
our
world
hands
needs
out,
Sammy
you know.
to come back. We need Sammy back. We need Who Harmony
We're
back.
basically putting our fishing rods out and hoping that he takes the bait.
Hold on, let me get that.
Carter watch.
Yeah, that's what Real Women's Car Training for Real Women's Car 2015 is going to be. Carter watch.
The search for Sammy.
It's not going to be the war over land and sea. It's going to be the war over Sammy Carter.
The Wrath of Carter. The Wrath of Carter. I freaking hate my Australian accent. It's so annoying.
Darth Carter.
Darth Carter. I need an American accent.
Darth Sammy.
Are you in England, Ray?
Yeah.
You go for Chelsea?
Wait,
Yeah.
Mike? Oh, they don't put up
How's the season?
We finished fourth.
Oh, not bad, not bad.
I want to
14?
Yeah, this is
Oh.
2014.
No, they won't put it up until it's over. Okay, but I don't know.
Do you think we're going into a third world war?
No. Why do you say that?
Well, Ukraine had that massive attack on Russia today, and they like wiped out like 40% of their missile and drone like reserves. Have you read into it?
No.
Ukraine like smashed Russia.
Did they?
Like hard.
Ukraine had the power to do that to Russia.
Yes.
Oh,
It was a sneak attack.
I think the reason why Ukraine can do that is because we've funded them weapons. The UK.
But if that's the case, right? If you're someone, say like, I don't know, say Joe's enemy didn't have any dirt on Joe, but I gave Joe's enemy dirt on Joe, wouldn't Joe be mad at me for giving dirt to his enemy? Or wouldn't Russia be mad at everyone else for giving weapons to Ukraine?
Yeah, and there'll be World War III. Yes, you're right.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's why Doctor's on hiatus. We're waiting for World War III to finish.
The reality war kicked off World War III.
Putin didn't like the way the fucking Rolls Hyder come back.
Oh dear. Remember COVID? COVID was great.
Oh,
you still can't mention COVID. You got to say like a.
Oh, do I? No, I didn't. I said code. I said coded. I said coded.
Coded. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, Jodie Whittaker done a good job doing that with the pantry scenes and that.
Daniel, where'd you go?
Because I know on TikTok I got my first flag because I did something about con vid. So, and I made certain
there you go, changed.
Praised it.
It's called Please Sammy Come Back. That's the thing.
Sammy
Please,
come back. Sammy come back.
Sammy come back. Ooh, la 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 la.
Did I spell it right? Is it SAMMI?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, it's SAMMI. Yeah.
It couldn't work. Good.
No.
We need Sammy Carter back. Maybe we will be successful this year.
No.
Maybe
Why?
I will.
Why not?
Dude, look at it last week. You had a war with Cinnamon. You nearly died on camera. It's going terribly.
It's all right.
Well, we got like 4 casts in like a day.
Yeah. Well.
And Joe can't die anyway. He needs to come and do a Bermuda Triangle on my channel.
That's right. I'm gonna get lost.
Yeah, I want to go watch Ray's. I want to see what's going on Ray's channel.
Yeah, feel free to talk to me. Hey,
Paranormal. I will absolutely do that right
We
now.
could have a crossover.
Yeah.
Right? Think about this, right?
We could do
a Paranormal Ripples, Living the Dream Stories crossover, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where the members of the Real Whovians are gonna. No, we're not gonna get lost. We were trying, like shit. Jesus.
Ray, do you know what I bought yesterday?
Going in the
I bought a mega telescope.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
I freaked out.
Charlie, I didn't die.
Yeah.
He's making like I could have
I'll
a
be
heart
honest,
attack.
I'd love to go. I'll be honest, Maiden. I'd love to go to Ayers Rock and look at the stars from there because apparently because apparently the ley lines go through there and it's so spiritual. You can see everything.
Oh yeah. Sit outside with a nice cold beer, get the guitar out, sing Sammy songs.
You know what you do, Hayden?
Kangaroo Jack.
You should do, like, you got the chicken monster, right?
Yeah.
You should do an AI of Sammy, like grabbing the chicken monster by the fucking throat.
I'm pretty sure in Australia, if you make any like sort of AI content, you get like jailed now or something.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing something with AI now, right? That you can't do shit, right?
Make AI of people, and you get like you go to jail or something.
Oh, Fez said, but we really need that real Irish cast.
Yeah.
No, we don't want to have Joe invent a new character who's Irish. Come on.
What do you mean? I have all the Irish stuff here next to me. I do. I have all the hats. I have like the,
Nice hat. Look at that hat.
I want to see a Spider-Man movie where Joe's just randomly in the background and Spider-Man whipped past and Joe goes, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Fuck!"
So do I.
It's the Green Goblin, man.
No,
shit.
no. Could you imagine? No, could you imagine Joe?
Where were you? Where were you when they were filming those movies? Those Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies?
No. Could you imagine where Joe has enjoying the fucking Deadpool movie? he sees Deadpool get stabbed and he's like, "Fuck, fuck."
That was a great movie. I introduced that to Sharon in there.
Were you in New York when they filmed Amazing Spider-Man 2?
I was in New York when they were filming Men in Black 3, and I walked right by Will Smith's trailer, and I didn't even know.
Oh.
I didn't even fucking know. How fucking crazy was that?
Oh, the Fez Man is here.
So,
has the Fez Man ever come on the show? Because I talk to him in the comments sometimes.
Once,
has he been on the
right?
show?
Or twice. Back in the day.
It's like it's crazy if Joe appeared as an extra and he didn't even know in one of the films.
You know what? I really want to hear from David Aston about what he thought about this episode.
Oh yeah,
I gotta find him.
I watched your like I said, I watched your Night of the Living Claras video, and there was like 10 or 12 people on the show, and I'm like, remember that when you used to have like so many people on here?
I remember.
Yeah.
And everyone would be talking over each other at once, and it would just be so like full on.
Crazy.
Well, that's why I know before this all come, we had Ainouts, didn't we? And then they done away with Ainouts, and we went to Zoom, and that's why Zoom was good because we had everyone in there. Now it's like,
Oh wait.
I still can't believe Google got rid of Ainouts, man. I love to Google Ainouts.
Daniel and Scott are like just happy to be here. I think Scott's fallen asleep. He's just like, guys,
no,
shit.
No, Scott's just thinking Billy Piper as a doctor.
Oh my god.
I've got to check out, guys, but thanks for the laughs. It's been very entertaining.
You're welcome.
See ya.
See you later, Hayden.
See you, Bo.
I'm going to go watch Paranormal Ripples.
All right.
Can't wait. All right. Chat to you later. See you, Daniel. See you, Scott.
I sent a message to David Aston. Jesus. I found him. It's like going through the fucking Pandora or whatever the fuck.
It's gonna be like it's gonna be like instead of the Avengers, it's gonna be the old real Whovians reunite.
Are you and Jacob still not talking?
No. He contacted me. Very surprisingly, he contacted me a few weeks ago, and he told me he was having a bad month. He told me his uncle committed suicide.
Well, I know that, but I wasn't going to say that on the air. Yeah. I know.
Oh,
yeah. All right. Well, I mean.
Well, now everyone knows.
Yeah, and he loved Doctor Who too. Let me see if he's around.
Did Jacob contact you, Joe?
Yeah, he told me what you told me. That I knew that though, but that's why I was going to say it on the air though. It's like, There's so many other members that we had. I don't even remember some of them.
We had loads, didn't we? We had Gloria, didn't we?
Oh yeah, I miss Gloria. Yeah.
Me too. She
Yeah,
sent
we
me a
also
Christmas card every year.
Yeah, we also had Sally, didn't we? Well, you know.
Well, I don't think Sally watches Doctor anymore.
Hmm.
All right, so hold on. I don't know if this works. Google Hangouts still work? No, right? Just a messaging thing where it works, right?
Yeah.
God, remember how great that was, Google Hangouts?
Yeah,
That was
we
our favorite.
that's what I think. That was the first.
Oh,
that was the first show I come. Well, the first show I come on was we were Google Hangouts.
Scott, that used to be so good, right? The Google Hangouts.
Did you hear? They
Remember
shut down Skype. They shut down Skype and they replaced it with something new.
Yeah, Microsoft Teams.
Yeah, Microsoft Teams. Yeah.
Google Hangouts was amazing. My first show was on a Google Hangout.
That was my favorite shit.
And Brian, I miss Brian. Brian disappeared. I don't know. I tried contacting him. He disappeared.
We had quite a few members down the years that disappeared. Either because they just were done with the show, or because shit went on and it just got too much for them.
Wait a minute. Do I have Brian's thing? What is this? I never go on this tab, but I think I have a listing of everybody to reach out to. It's so weird. I have a chat. When did I have a chat? Oh, that'd be cool if I could reach out to people. Who's that?
Who's what?
No, I'm just trying to look and see. There was something. Okay. I missed the Google Hangouts too, bro. What time is it over there, Albert? Yeah. What time is it over there, Albert? Where you're at? Are you in? What are you in? Florida? Where are you? Are you in Australia? I forgot where Albert is. You want to pop in, Albert? Or Fez? You gonna go, Scott? You gotta work tomorrow?
No, I'm off tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. Hopefully.
Oh, hopefully. Oh, they may call you in.
Yeah. So, because the guy I closed with, he was.
You could go if you want, Scott, if you're tired.
No, I'm staying till the end.
Okay.
So.
Huge trooper.
So the guy who I was closing with was starting to feel the strain of it all about like half hour to an hour before we close.
Wants to jump in.
No, I'm going to get called in tomorrow.
This is like a reunion here.
This is what we should call it. We're fucking old Whovians reunite.
I know. It's so cool. Albert used to go by the name Octopus, remember?
Yeah. Did he come in like a few months after I come on, didn't he?
I don't remember.
So I don't, like I said, because November's going to be my 10-year anniversary, isn't it?
Is it?
So,
wow.
Because I come in, my first episode was when we were talking about Evan Cent.
Oh, shit.
Now look at us. We're in a climate where
people don't understand how many members we have or had or whatever, right? Like they really don't understand. Like if we actually had everybody together, I would need to do a Zoom with 30 people.
We'd probably have to extend the Zoom because down the years it's probably been more than 30 members.
Yeah, but right now I don't think we have more than 30 members.
No, I mean if you had everyone that did come back.
Because we did have 50, but then now people dropped off with Doctor Who, so we kind of lost like a big percentage of the Whovians.
That's why I said we lost them because either the show went in a shit direction and they didn't.
Well, not everybody has Disney Plus. That's the point.
Yeah.
It's like, they're not watching it anymore, right, Scott? Or they're just not having it.
Yeah, they're just not watching it.
Like I think Sally's not. I don't know if Anna
Because
is.
I know
But...
a lot of people started getting away from
Monk of
Walking Dead,
Magnesia,
too.
he quit watching Doctor Who after Capaldi.
Oh,
The monk is in the hospital now, I think.
Oh, he is? What happened?
I'm not going to say over the air, but like he's in the hospital. Yeah.
so curious.
Let's see. It would be nice to get Gloria back, but I don't think she's ever coming back.
Same. I agree.
Right? We miss
I
Gloria.
I can't remember the last time she was on. I think it was my James Jodie series, wasn't it?
Oh, speaking of Jodie, I really liked her cameo in the episode. That was so nice.
That was.
I liked it how they kind of elongated her timeline.
Oh, it is Albert. Albert.
Hello, guys.
Hi, Albert. How are you?
Albert.
Welcome back,
Hold on.
Albert.
Let me try to fix the audio real quick.
How many years has it been?
Is my audio coming through okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many years?
Wait, say that again.
How many years?
Since I last appeared, or since I first appeared?
Yeah.
Oh, since I last appeared. I last remember talking about Series 12.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ. Right? Wow. How old are you now?
I'm 23 now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so lucky.
He first come on when he was 13.
How you been, Albert?
That was a long time ago.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's crazy. I saw Reality War yesterday actually. And I did not enjoy that episode. It was not like, I was very disappointed by the regeneration, and I feel like it kind of ruined the entire RTD2 era in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
You know, because Shooty is now sandwiched in between Tennant and Piper now, so it kind of is like, what's the point?
Yeah,
yeah, it's very strange with how the doctors are numbered now, and
what did you rate it? What did you think?
I would say Reality War is like a 5, or
oh wow,
I really didn't like it. Like,
yeah.
The thing is, the episode before that where they introduced Ronnie, I loved that one. That one was much better.
The Interstellar Song Contest, right?
Was that the one? No. There was one before that.
That's when she bi-generated.
I mean, after that.
Wishworld, yeah.
Wishworld, yeah.
Wishworld, that's what I was thinking of, yeah.
So you would still watch Doctor Who? You're still invested?
Well, I liked the RTD2 era up until season 2. Something about season 2 just doesn't connect, you know?
Right. I got you.
Like, I don't know how much more time the revival really has, you know? It really does remind me of like the classic show right before it went off, you know?
I think we still got another season coming up with Disney Plus. We gotta wait for the announcement, but I'm pretty sure.
But didn't they say? I heard there was like a 2-year hiatus.
Well, that's bullshit. There's no way. They're probably gonna get a Christmas special out somehow.
If it's a 2-year hiatus, Daniel, you might as well just try it off and just say, right.
Don't believe everything you hear on the internet. That stuff.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, if that was the case, that would be kind of lame.
And if
that is the case, then it really would be in the role longer than Shooty was, technically.
Albert, what is your time zone?
Hiatus when they've got
my time zone. Oh, it's 11 right now.
On. They could have the Doctor briefly appear on Unit now and again.
11 a.m. or p.m.
Oh, p.m.
Okay. So, would you want to next time we want to do a Whovians sketch? Would you want to appear?
That would be down to appear.
All right. So if you ever go in the chat and next time we do another cast, we're down. We'll have you in there again.
All right.
We will review the episodes with you for season 2.
And welcome back, Albert.
Yeah, welcome back, Albert.
Oh, thank you.
It's good to have you.
Yeah, I was watching the cast earlier with you did with Connor. That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's coming back. It's pretty freaking cool. I wish Gloria came back.
It's all right. We're doing our reshoots now. We're just bringing all the old members back.
Yeah.
Everybody's come back. It's like coming out of mothballs, right? I reached out to David Aston. I reached out to Gloria. I reached out to Jacob. I didn't realize we had a thing on Google Hangouts still where I could reach out to members. I'm gonna try to see if I can reach Ben.
Oh, Ben, I remember him.
Yeah.
I love Ben. He's good.
I have to talk to Sally and see if she's still, and Susie. I don't know if they watch it. Jay, Vaughn, Billy.
Whatever happened to Mike D?
Oh
Who
yeah,
knows?
Mike D. I miss him, man.
I haven't heard from Mike D, and I couldn't tell you how long.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Like,
No,
when
the
they come back.
last I heard was I'm not going to say, but I think it went south, didn't it? The shit went down the highway.
All right, I'll be down with that, Fez. I mean, I'm down for you to appear too if you want, though. We're gonna leave soon because for me and Scott, like right now it's 2:08 in the morning for me.
Oh wow.
So I'm
Yeah, me
starting
too.
to feel. Yeah, I as much as
one here,
and my sugar gets low, so I gotta get going because I can't.
Yeah, you don't want to repeat of what we had earlier, where your sugars were low.
Yeah, I can't go hours and this is weird. I've been well enough where I've been going hours and hours and hours with the podcast, but I just can't overdo it because then I start acting dizzy and shit. So, all right, it's been a pleasure, Scott, Ray, Albert, Daniel. Albert and Daniel, please subscribe to Ray's Paranormal Ripple.
Oh, I will.
Daniel
and
subbed
Scott's
to me.
what?
Daniel subbed to me because he's been on my shows a few times.
And Scott's Blind Dyslexic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my gaming channel.
I think last time I checked, I was up to 13 views, 11 views. Let me check again. Hang on.
And my gaming channel, please, the third one. Please subscribe to that.
Let's see.
Let's see before we call it.
So I'm gonna. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to reach out to Gloria. I'm gonna try to reach out to girls, Susie, Gloria, Vaughn, Sally, whatever, and see if they can appear.
Yep.
Even if they didn't see Doctor Who, I want to get everybody back. Try to talk about, even if we could talk about.
But you know what? I gotta say, I really, it's sad to see Shooty Gatwa regenerate so early. He wanted to stay on for years to come.
Yeah, well, I'm not rude. I'm like we said before the weekend. He got cut on Graham Norton, right? On Graham Norton, he had said that he was looking forward to filming Series 3. And then
we got to get Steampunk Star Racing back too.
Oh, Steampunk,
yeah, Steampunk.
Yeah.
He's not answering my calls anymore.
Oh.
We could get him. I'm sure we can get him. The hardest thing is getting Sammy Carter back or Gloria back for some reason. I don't know, but
yeah.
Gloria, I hope you're watching. Oh, wait, who's this? Wait, why is this? Hold on. Oh, that's interesting.
You don't think that Shooty got into a fight with Russell T. Davies and Russell T. Davies fired him?
No, not at all.
Because what I was thinking was maybe Shooty got into an argument with Russell over the blonde girl.
I doubt it.
You know the blonde girl? The blonde girl who was fired? What was her name?
Millie Gibson? No.
Yeah, Millie.
No. They were on good terms with Russell. All right, guys. So, do you share it, Scott? Everything?
Huh?
Were you sharing it with them or no?
No, I just typed out Gloria says that we would really want you back to Real Whovians.
I don't know how to share my Discord. Oh, they're gonna kill me.
Oh, you have a Discord?
Yeah, Joe created the Discord.
I'll invite you if you want, Daniel.
Yeah.
Oh, with Discord?
Yeah.
Oh, you know how to share mine, right?
Yeah, I can do yours, Joe, if you want.
Could you share mine? I don't know how to do that.
Oh, what? Hang on, who's that, Joe?
What?
Clark.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. Old Doc? Okay. Is that really you, Old Doc? I don't know if that's actually old Doc. I hope. I mean, not that I want him to be sick or anything. I mean, I don't want.
Right.
Do you want to come in
for
a second?
Looking at private chat. I'll just put the Discord in.
Hold on. Do you want to come in for a second, old Doc? I'm taking a risk. I don't know. You don't know. You have to watch, but I'm gonna take a chance. Yes, you did. Pop in the link. Yeah. Oh shit, we haven't talked to old Doc in ages.
Yeah, that's sad though. 2 heart attacks, man.
I'm sorry, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all sorry.
My God.
It just shows you. I know. It's like they always say, though, innit? No matter how time goes, it's so sad, innit?
Well, I mean, yeah, we get older, so we're gonna talk to old Doc, and then I'm gonna get out of here, only because my sugar's getting fucking really weird. So, I'm gonna try to talk to him for like.
Is this your Discord, Joe?
Yeah, I've invited it. Yeah,
yes.
I put it in the private chat.
Oh, here you go.
For you. There you go, Joe.
Thank you, bro.
Welcome.
So, when did you get on Discord, Joe?
Joe created. My son Joe created it for me.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I was going to mention it earlier. I was going to mention it earlier, Daniel, but I was live on TikTok, so
Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Ray.
You're welcome.
Where's Oh, Albert had to go. Okay, Albert, but where is?
Unless he accepted the request for Discord, so he might have dropped out.
Old Doc, do you want to come in for a second? I don't know if he heard me, or you can't. I don't know. Maybe if you can't, that's fine. What are you Old Doc? What are you on social media? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Instagram? TikTok? Are you on anything? Maybe there's a delay, right, Scott? I don't know.
Possibly. That's what I've been wondering about.
There might be a delay. You know what? I'm sorry, but I have to go because I am starting to get.
Yeah, that's fine, bro. Don't worry.
All right. I'm sorry, old Doc. We'll have to try to do this again. Thank you, guys. You guys are the best. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye, bro.